I did not win. I'm not hiding anything here, just throwing that out there. But yeah, we do need to get on top of that for next time. Low humidity in the forecast again today. We felt that yesterday, and that's going to be the case for at least Wednesday. We're going to see a little bit of a climb Thursday ahead of our next chance for rain on Friday. But yes, it's not until Friday that we're looking at rain in our forecast. So it is going to be a very dry trend for us. We're feeling that this morning with temperatures right now starting to climb to the upper 50s and 60s after starting in the 40s. We will see an east wind develop. That will kick in right around noon. That's the sea breeze keeping us a little closer to 70 for the coastline and in Boston. Meanwhile, inland upper 70s. Away from that sea breeze, it's going to feel a little bit warmer today. We're cloud free. It's really hard to find a cloud out there this morning, but we have clouds just to our south. We're watching this little disturbance passing by that will throw some clouds to our forecast tomorrow. I'll have the timeline for that and what to expect for your Labor Day ahead. Morning, maybe needing a layer, but it's
This is when the kids lose their clothes. They go to school with the jacket and then never come home with it.
That's true. I was also trying to find anything that we could possibly complain about with the forecast here because it's hard to find anything. But if you do suffer from ragweed allergies, this is something that you've been feeling, and unfortunately it is something that's very high over the next couple of days. So that's maybe the one thing we're watching for in terms of any impacts here. Otherwise, it's really glorious as you're heading out the door this morning. We have upper 50s to low 60s, but as Katie mentioned, it's just a little cool for maybe heading right to the pool or right to the beach, but we do see things kind of warm up rather quickly. Humidity levels are low, and that's what's making things feel really refreshing out there. It'll stay low for really much the work week ahead, climbing slightly as we move toward later Thursday into Friday, as we track our next chance for some much needed rainfall. Sunshine in the forecast, sea breeze kicking in by midday, so that sea breeze will keep Boston from climbing too much above 70. I think we'll stop out just about 72. We could see some of our local beaches struggle to even hit 70 degrees today. Marblehead just about 70, but you can see Hull likely about 67. So if you're heading out toward Nantasket, if you're heading down toward even some areas of the mid to outer Cape, upper 60s can't be ruled out. Provincetown just about 69 today. Meanwhile, as you travel inland away from that sea breeze influence, upper 70s in the forecast. Will feel warm this afternoon, a little warmer than yesterday for our inland spots and a little closer to average. Mostly clear, calm, cool again. I think we'll see less in the way of 40s. We did have some low to mid 40s this morning, more likely in the upper 40s to 50s tomorrow morning. And then your Labor Day forecast featuring a bit of a range in temperatures again with a sea breeze developing near 70 at the coastline, upper 70s inland. The difference tomorrow from today is that we will see more clouds moving in. We have this little disturbance that's moving out of the Ohio River Valley along with a system to our south. So as we watch this tracking just to our south, that will start to drift far enough northward that it throws some clouds into the forecast. Likely a beautiful sunrise tomorrow morning as these clouds will just create sort of a filtered sun. But then as the clouds increase into the afternoon, you'll notice it's a mix of sun and clouds for a good chunk of our afternoon hours. We'll see those clouds clear out heading into Tuesday. But despite the clouds, we are rain-free tomorrow. There's that sea breeze keeping Boston in the low 70s. Meanwhile, our inland spots running into the upper 70s, so very similar temperature-wise to what we have up there today. Rain-free forecast until Friday. That's our next chance of rain.
And I'm Katie Thompson in for Jen today. Kellyanne is here just looking at that shot. It just, you can feel the comfortable air out there.
Yeah. This is when I feel like Boston really is
showing off.
Shine,
yes.
We're always like this.
We're like, come visit us. It's so wonderful. Just maybe
check
don't
out
come in February. Some rain. We're watching for that next potential for later in the week. For now, bone dry out there, not just in terms of lack of rain, but the humidity levels really dry. And so that's why our temperatures were able to cool overnight. We're in the 50s to low 60s right now, but we were down the 40s for many spots earlier this morning. And with dew point temperatures staying below the 60s for much of this week, it will feel incredibly dry for much of the work week ahead. Our next chance of rain Friday, and at that point, we will see humidity levels starting to climb. Sea breeze kicking in just a few hours for Boston, just about noon, and that's going to be the case through the afternoon hours. That's why temperatures will stay just a little cooler at the coastline, upper 60s to low 70s. But a big heads up here because I know it's Labor Day weekend. We want to squeeze in some beach time. You might be surprised by how much cooler it feels at the beach today if you're coming from the inland suburbs. So don't let that shock you. These 60s in store for us. Of course, not cool by any means, but if you're planning a hot hot beach day. That's just certainly not the case today. In fact, we'll see a lot of 60s heading down toward outer portions of Cape Cod as well. We have mid 70s to upper 70s inland. This is right on track for average for us. So it will feel warm with sunshine, but without humidity, it's a really comfortable heat in store for us. Mostly clear tonight. We will see some 40s, but last night we saw a lot of low to mid 40s. Tonight, more in the way of upper 40s to upper 50s. And then that's also a sign of some of those clouds moving in, something we'll see more of throughout the day tomorrow. So that's really the big difference from today. Tomorrow's forecast very similar to today temperature-wise, 70s at the coastlines, upper 70s inland, but it's these clouds that will increase throughout the day, and that's going to create a different sky condition here where we see kind of filtered sun in the morning giving way to a mix of sun and clouds by midday, and then thickening clouds into the evening for your Monday evening. So our 12-hour forecast showing that progression of clouds in the area. Still a beautiful day for heading out and about. Low 70s at the coast, upper 70s inland. Really nothing to worry in terms of rain here. It's not until Friday that we finally see this area of high pressure shifting.